emoji.
Hey, glad you came back. Hey, today, um, I'm making shawarma. Okay, this is a Turkish dish, not to be confused with the euro or the gyro, whatever you want to call it. Okay, um, this was actually created in Turkey, and believe it or not, it's created by the same guy that came up with the doner kebab. You know, the ones where you see the meat stacked up and they're just shaving it off to make shawarmas, for example. Um, it's the same guy. It's a Turkish dish. Now, it's been spread around to every country. Everybody has their own way of doing it. And I have my own way of doing it. Hopefully, you like mine. Okay? This is what we got. I know you've seen the thumbnail. Look at that. I can't wait to get into this. I hope you enjoy it. Oh, man. You know what? I'm going for it. Mm. Mm-hmm. Check this out. Try it out. Hey, this is Shrashira. That's the best elevator music I ever heard. Okay, so now for the shawarma, um, looks complicated, but it's really not. It's just a lot of spices. You know, it's gonna be flavor packed. Here we have about a teaspoon of ground cumin, about a teaspoon of paprika, and about a teaspoon of coriander, ground coriander, teaspoon of kosher salt, teaspoon of black pepper, and we have about 3 to 4 cloves of garlic that's been minced up. We have a tablespoon of cinnamon, a tablespoon of allspice, right? And then a tablespoon of nutmeg. Here we have about a quarter of a cup of lemon juice. Then we have 2 cups of Greek yogurt. And here, before we trim it, we have about 2.5 pounds of flat steak. Okay, this is beef loin flat steak. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is trim up the steak, and then we'll put the marinade together. Okay, so, all right, so to prepare our flat steak, so you got the grains that go this way. So we're gonna be cutting it across the grain. Now, clearly we're not gonna go along with it, so what we're gonna do is cut it into a more manageable size, right? And any fat that you don't want, you know, go ahead and cut that off. If you have any silver skin, take that silver skin off if you want. Now, well, no, not if you want. Get rid of the silver skin. Now, this soft fat, see the stretchy, pullable fat, you can leave that on. You know, it'll render out when it cooks. So the grain is going across like this. So we're gonna cut it like this. See that? Cut it thin against the grain. That's what we want. If you cut it with the grain, the meat's gonna be very tough, right? And people, they're gonna complain, they're gonna talk about you. So what happens when you cut it across the grain, it will break as it hits the grain. So that's why it's a little tender, a little more tender than cutting it with the grain. See this hard fat, I wanna get that off of there. The meat I'm cutting off, or the fat, is not really gonna go to waste, right? Because I have a meat grinder, okay? So I can use this, I can put this in the meat grinder and I can make ground beef with it, right? So it's not a matter of, wasting too much. But if you don't have a meat grinder, and you have to throw this away, I mean, hey, life happens, right? Just making it more manageable for me to cut it. And I have a Ziploc off to the side where I'm putting these slices in, okay? And then I also have a bag on the side where I'm putting these scraps in. And if you notice, I'm not cutting straight down. I'm cutting diagonal, right? So I can get nice thin cuts. Again, helping to keep it tender. Now, even though the marinade is going to make it very tender, the way you cut the meat will also dictate how tender it's going to be additionally. All right. Break this bigger boy down here. See, the silver skin, you got to get rid of that. You don't want that silver skin. And get under it like that. The silver skin is just too tough. It doesn't break down when you cook it, you see? Oh. Get rid of the silver skin of this soft fat. That will render, so that's fine. But the silver skin and the hard fat, you want to get rid of all of that. Okay, turn it so you can see which way the grains are. Okay, see it? Thin slices diagonal. See, when you're cutting across the grain, see, it almost wants to tear apart while you're cutting it. And that is the whole goal in keeping it tender. Gotta get all this silver skin off of there. You don't want to be eating that silver skin, it's tough. Yeah, this is all soft fat, but I gotta take most of it off because the peanut gallery, they complain. They see it, doesn't render all the way down. All right, let's get to the marinade. Okay, so for the marinade, we need to put in a yogurt. Yogurt in there. And our lemon juice. And our cinnamon. Our allspice. We're going to add our nutmeg, the salt, pepper, get all the garlic in there, the cumin, paprika in, and then lastly our coriander. Now I want to mix this all up. Now I put the spices on top of the yogurt because if I put the spices in first, it would have got all caked up at the bottom of the bowl. So that's why I didn't do that. It's much easier to just scrape around the edges than trying to scrape off the bottom of the bowl. Okay, let me get some tasting chopsticks here. Is it looking right? Oh. Wow. That is nice. I thought I was going to need more cinnamon or something, but no, this is good. Now we have our meat that's been cut up. We put in the Ziploc. Now we're going to add our marinade to the bag. Again, this is why it's nice to have a spatula so you can scrape the bowl to make sure it all gets in there. Okay. Now we want to just seal this up with the air still in it. Mix it up. Give it a little massage while you mix it. Okay, now we'll let the air out. Seal it good. Give it a little massage. And now this, you want to put this in the fridge and let it marinate. Okay, got my bowl here. This is going to go in the fridge to marinate. Okay, now this is going in the refrigerator. You want to put it in there for a minimum, a couple hours, right? If you can do it overnight, do it overnight. Now, me personally, I'm going to leave this in here for at least 10, 12 hours, right? And so when we come back, when this is ready, I'll show you how we're going to cook it. It's real simple. Just watch. You're going to like this. Okay, so we took the meat out of the refrigerator, right? Now put it in a colander, right? So it can drain, okay? Drain some of that yogurt marinade off of it. Now what we're going to do, we're going to cook it on a stovetop grill, okay? If you have it, good. You can do this in a frying pan too if you want, right? You could broil this. The idea is to cook the meat. So let's get to it. What we're going to do now, we're going to oil the griddle. I have some canola oil spray here. I use canola oil for the smoke point. Let's get these grilled up. Turn it down just a bit. Put these on. Now we're going to let these go. Now it's about 3 minutes per side, maybe 4. and then we're gonna turn them. You know, you just wanna watch the edges, and you can see them starting to brown, and you can turn them over. Okay, the next one, next batch. Turn the heat off. What do we got? Go ahead. So we're gonna put a little bit of our honey mint yogurt, some dipping sauce. We also have a tomato, cucumber, and onion salad. Basically a fruit salad. Right? Some of that. Put that here. Yes, indeed. Okay. throw a little bit of feta cheese on that. Nice little salad. All right, now we're going to build our shawarma. Start by putting some of our sauce on it. The honey mint sauce. All right. Our lettuce on it. And we have some more veggies we're going to put on this. And we got to put cucumbers on it. Got to. A little onion. Tomato. Now we're going to add our beef. Now we're going to wrap it. All right. On the plate it goes. Just a little bit more of the sauce on the top. There we have it. Maybe a little bit of lemon here. A little garnish. A little bit of parsley. Let's see what we got. Here we have it. Yeah, Turkish fish. Shawarma. Not to be confused with a gyro. Shawarma. Have a nice little salad there. Have my yogurt, honey mint sauce. Look at that. Just to make sure if you like this, give me a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, hey, subscribe. Join the peanut gallery. Hit that notification bell. You know we leave our arms open for you, and we'll keep the light on so you can always find us even in the dark. If you can, share me out. If we're not connected on Instagram, go to Instagram, put my name in, Shrashira, look for the gray cat, and let's connect. That being said, look at this. I'm about to eat. Thanks for watching.